Hey, welcome everybody. How you doing today? My name's Dan. This is Tweet FPV. And here we're going to talk about pretty much everything. Anything we want, mostly FPV, but we are known to get onto some really strange tangents. Life, coffee, lipos, we do it all. 3D printing, you name it. Everybody, welcome in the chat. Thank you so much for coming out today. This, well, for me, bright and early Sunday morning. Well, not really all that early. It's 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock where I'm at. Hopefully, you're all having a very good weekend or a very good week, whatever it all works out for you guys. Hopefully, you're getting a chance to fly. I'm going to start off the top here. If you have packs charged, put some earbuds in. Just listen to this. This is more of an audio thing than a visual thing. Go out, go fly. Have some fun. Life is too short to be listening to somebody ramble on if you don't really want to be here. And if you don't want to be here, well, I'd assume you'd want to be here if you're here. Thanks for coming out. I really appreciate it. Stream is not brought to you by Ruby Moon Coffee, although I do work with the guy, and it's very inspirational into getting myself into roasting my own coffee. He does have a coupon code on his website, rubymooncoffee.com, if you want 10% off any item. Tweet FPV is that coupon code. I need to put that banner back in here. And as you can see, guys, we have our super depressing kill counter there for... Oh, I didn't change that, did I? Hang on one second. Let's see. I need to take 91 days. There we go. That's our kill counter that the FAA has stuck us with. As of right now, 26 days till remote ID kills, bind and flies, and 391 till I think it's 391. I could be wrong about that. I think it's a little off. That is off. Hang on a second. Okay, Google. How many days till September 16th, 2023? No, that's right. 391 days. So, I know on my last stream, everybody was like, oh no, they're changing it. They're rolling back the time. They haven't rolled back jack and or at this point. So as of right now, it is still these numbers. There are people predicting and theorizing that they will alter this number, but definitely not this one here. Until it happens, this is it. I got a feeling that counter will get down to about 1 day before they release a updated time frame for manufacturers to release drones that have remote ID capabilities built into them. But anyways, we got about a year to see what happens. I don't think they're actually going to kill the hobby. I think they're just going to make it a touch more difficult for people to be law-abiding citizens. We're going to keep doing what we do. You know what I mean, right, guys? Ethiopian blend. It's my fave. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Alright, guys. So, if you want to support me, head down to tweetfb.com. You can find various ways to support me, and you can also find yourself FPV radio grips there, and Race Day Quads are my two main sources of selling those. And also, popping up here in a minute, you are going to see a light list. It's exclamation point, and then any of those commands, and you will interact with the lighting in my set here. This thing here, this LED strip, this used to be back on the back of the couch here. As you can see, it's not lit up anymore. The LEDs I had on that, those were 5-volt LEDs, and these ones here are 12. So I had a voltage regulator dropping it down to 5 volts, and that burned up not too long ago. Right now, I'm in the process of fixing it one way or another. But that is why those are there and looking kind of strange. There we go. Someone's got it. Yeah, so I'm probably going to switch these out with probably 12-volt LEDs. It's just going to be a lot easier to run them all off the same power supply. One less thing in the chain to fail. Those V-Regs I was using are dirt cheap. They're like $1 a piece on Amazon, so you know what I mean. And you see the bench behind me. Doing a little bit different method for recording a video. I did a updated 2022 what's in my FPV bag if I go on a trip, on a plane, on a family vacation with the possibility of flying FPV, not a I'm going flying on a trip where I'm intending to only fly FPV, or like that's the main purpose. So that'll be coming out probably in the next week. Over in the chat, Win Jumbie FPV, welcome to the live stream. First on the board, Robbie Store, a long time supporter. Robbie, I think you are probably my longest running patron. All these cool kids up here, every one of these guys, these are the main reasons why I'm able to keep doing this stuff. YouTube, Earmuffs YouTube, they don't pay. You know, I put 10 hours into a video, and after a week, I've made $1.70 on it. So just so you guys know, PayPal does not pay, or YouTube does not pay well. But these guys, these are the ones that keep it going. Every one of them. Thank you so much. If you want to be one of the cool kids, again, tweetfv.com and go to that Patreon link and sign up. As low as $2 a month, get you some special benefits, get you the patrons only section of the Discord, and it'll get you early entry into the monthly giveaways. Monthly giveaway for this month is this little guy right here, Darwin FPV Baby Ape Pro. Brand new, never flown. No receiver, obviously. I mean, it's not obvious, but yeah, I had the police back in there since I don't think 0x0's been in the chat for a while. Rick Cepeda, great friend, great mentor. He is planning on doing. He does Discord chats every Saturday morning, and today he's doing his first 3D printing related chat. I'm surprised this light's flashing. I've got a light bar over my screen. If you've never used a screen light bar, that's really nice. It really softens looking at the screen and lights up your desk. But that is flashing too. I've never seen that flash. So good job, Lumia Stream. Anyways, he's doing a 3D printing related live stream over on Discord. Rick, if you're still in the chat, go ahead and drop your link to Discord in the chat at 7 p.m. Central Time, where I'm at, wherever it is for you. Just go ahead and do the math. Michael D, good morning. Athex, yo, what's up, buddy? William Tam, how you doing? Drift, welcome, buddy. Pedro Tomei, hello, how you doing? Corey Gamble, tweet if you got the FPV crate from the giveaway. Thank you. Just need to pick a frame for the ESC now. Yep, frames are everywhere. Corey, stick around. We might be doing something like that today. Costa FPV, good morning. Freelo Joe, good morning to you. Corey Gamble says it's 11:30 here, so you are Eastern time. Ryan, good morning. Spander, how's it going? Thomas Kelly, Michael D again. And Andy Taylor, what up, man? Mike N, how's it going? House FPV here, just a different handle. Sweet. Thomas Kelly. Robert Ortlep, good morning. Hopefully things are cooling off where you're at. And Free Range Chicken, good morning. How's everybody doing? Michael D says, have you seen the Flywoo Firefly Baby Nano 2S? I have not. Let's take a quick gander at what that thing looks like. Damn it, OBS. Why do you keep switching my screens? Why do you do this to me? Every time. That's not the right monitor. That's the right monitor. All right, which monitor 2 screwed up? Yep, that one is screwed up. Let's change that to... Bloop. And monitor 1. Yep, that is the wrong one. There we go. All right, let's check this thing out. Flywoo Baby Ape. No, Firefly Baby Nano. Let's see, Flywoo. Well, that's the 1S. Flywoo must have fixed their website. This website has always been just super slow. I don't see it on here. Michael D, you have mod status. Go ahead and drop a link in the chat there. Just make my life a little bit easier, if you would. Nobody wants to see me searching the old interwebs for 20 minutes trying to find something. So I'm employing you guys. Make my life easy, please. Morton Upshot. I'm sorry. I'm late. The show can start now. Oh, okay. Hang on a second. Nah, I'm just kidding. It's fun being in control. Mike Bergman, how you doing, buddy? Athix says I was in Memphis this morning. I've been through Memphis. It's a hard word to say. Memphis a few times. It was a fun city. Current JW morning, head to the shop. Work on my large CNC upgrade. Being precise takes way too much time. You are not kidding. Yeah, you can make a CNC quick. It ain't going to be accurate or consistent. But to get consistency and accuracy costs money and time. Front page Flywoo. All right, let me look here. Front page. Oh, baby, Firefly Nano Baby 20. Is that what we're talking about? Now that is interesting. Analog, DJI Walksnail, and HD0. Geez, they're just whoring themselves out to everybody. There was a discount, 20% discount. I also have an affiliate link to Flywoo. If you want to get this, head down to tweetfy.com and hit that affiliate link. I would greatly appreciate it. Interesting. It's an interesting looking quad. Do they have any specs on it? Not really. I love this cube style frame. It's very robust. I'm gonna say it's probably gonna be heavy, but running 2S, it might be able to compensate for it. I struggle with the question of what is the purpose. If it's just, hey, this is fun and different, I am all about that. But is this trying to fill a niche, or is it just, hey, this is what we're doing, and I hope you guys like it. If that's it, then that's cool. But yeah, it's interesting. Thanks, Mike D. Where am I at, man? Andy Taylor said he just joined Patreon. Thank you so much, my friend. I greatly appreciate that. Thank you so much. I usually add people to this list once a week before the live stream. You know what? Let's do it right now. I'll show you guys how I do this. So I'm not going to show you my Patreon creator tab, but what I do is I go into my creator tab here, and I look at my notifications, and I look at who has removed their pledge and who has added their pledge. So we got a new one here. What I do is Patreon makes it really hard to copy and paste people's names. I don't know why. Patreon's kind of annoying about that. But what I do is, let's go here. Show you the screen. I do everything off of a NAS, so this is a little bit of behind the scenes of what I do, and this is all on the same NAS, and I have certain folders kind of earmarked, and in my logos folder I have patrons, and these are all the patrons I have here. And what I do, I just add that in there. I'll save. Boom. And now that new person will actually show up in the title bar up at the top. We'll see when it gets there. Should add it. But it's very live. Nick Burns got 10 minutes on the original version. Jeez, that's pretty good. Andy Whoop, now on Patreon. Aethix Discord message. Checking this. Oh, very cool, Aethix. This is where Aethix said he was. That looks pretty badass. What is this monstrosity? This is really cool. This looks like a lot of broken carbon fiber. Wow, that's cool. How do people get up there and... that's wild. That is wild. So this is like mini Rampage. Very cool. Very, very cool. Very cool. Where am I at in the chat here? Let's see. Morton Upshot says, replace the camera on my baby ape to the Caddx Ant. Still sucks. I think I'm going to use the Runcam Razor Nano or the Foxeer Toothless Nano, assuming they fit. Great question. Let's take a look. Let's head over to the bench. Bench cam. Out of the way. Move it. Let's see. I haven't really looked at what camera might fit in this thing. Give me a second. Let me go grab a Racer Nano. Let's see if that guy will fit in there. Well, I thought I had one uninstalled, but I don't. So there's the Racer Nano. She's rocking about 13.7 millimeters, and yep, I'm pretty sure that'll fit in there. I would go with the Racer Nano personally. I'm not gonna say I'm a brand loyalist, but when it comes to cameras, if someone says, "Hey, which camera are you gonna choose between Runcam, Foxeer, Caddx," without hesitation, my first answer is always Runcam. Even if I don't know anything about the specs of the camera that they're talking about, 9 times out of 10, if I have to choose between the same form factor camera, and provided we're not talking low light cameras, the Runcam is going to be my choice. I prefer the image quality, and the QC seems to be better in my case, in my experiences. But anyways, yeah, that should fit in there. So that'd be a hell of an upgrade. The Caddx Ant is not a great camera. Actually, most cameras made by Caddx, unless they're going in an air unit, are not good cameras, in my opinion. They're affordable. They're high value. I'll put it that way. They are very high value cameras. They're usually very inexpensive and they work fairly well. I don't think they're high quality though. Brandon Baked Beans, how you doing this morning, buddy? Glad to have you here. One of these days, I'm going to get around to actually doing some tuning. By the time I get home from work, pick up the kid from school, yell at her for 20 minutes about picking up her clothes and putting away her lunch and doing the dishes, well, putting away the dishwasher. It's dark and I'm spent. I don't know. I don't get it. I need to start drinking coffee later in the day. It's probably not the right way to do things. Oh well. And then, the weekends are just jam-packed full of stuff. Managed to get down to Pensacola yesterday to go pick up my motorcycle that's been at the dealer for the last month being repaired. I rarely pay anybody to do anything for me. This is one of those rare instances where I did not have a choice. They have the brand-specific software to do the things that need to get done. And, whatever. It's just what I had to do. Oh, man. Current JW, have a backup on the server and condition notifications for the drive. I do. I'm using all WD Red drives. running on Unraid. I have a 2-disc parity, so I'm pretty well protected against drive failures. I don't have a off-site backup. I have another NAS. It's a Synology NAS. I'm still working out how to get my Synology NAS and my Unraid NAS to do a backup to each other, because the Synology is off-site. It's a different place, so I know I'm gonna have to set up like Dyn DNS, or like Duck DNS to do the reverse proxy and all that stuff, but I'm not there to do it, so I don't know. Oh, it's the depth. The depth. That. Yeah, you'll be fine. I think you'll be just fine. And, yeah. I don't see why not. And if anything, you could probably 3D print a solution, probably out of, like, ABS. Yeah, it'll probably break if you hit it really hard, but I feel like the frame's thin enough that if it breaks the camera mount in an impact, you are going to break a bunch of other stuff anyways. Maybe it's just a good like sacrificial piece. I don't know. Brandon McBean says Caddx has full WDR on most of their cameras. That adds a bunch of latency, apparently. My crash to the Vertel killed the feed 2 to 3 frames prior to the lens smashing into the CMOS sensor. Maybe that's why I don't like flying them. That, and there's usually hair or a fingerprint on the inside of the lens on every Caddx camera I've had, except for the ones that get packaged with the Caddx Vistas. Weird, right? But I mean, for racing cameras, I always use RunCam. I've been very happy with them. Very reliable. I like the image quality. Whatever. Reload, I drink coffee before bed and sleep well still. Yeah, I think that was the way you're supposed to do a power nap. Is you take a couple, like a shot of espresso, and then you go to bed for like 15 minutes. It's supposed to be like super invigorating, recharging, whatever the hell you want to call it. But I got a feeling that's a good way to end up crapping yourself and 2 hours later. I don't know if I should have played that, but whatever. If you haven't seen the T-Motor Feather 120, it's the almost silent toothpick. Seems like it's better for cruising than flippy flops. Yeah, I don't know. I like the idea of cruising with like a larger quad with a big heavy GoPro on it to get some like cinematic panning shots, things like that. But like micros, I get in those things and I want to go and rip balls. I want to do flippy floppies and do all the dumb shit. Flying Ryan, any movement on the Beast class? Yes, I moved it from one shelf to the other. Sorry, it is number 3 of 3 for tuning right now. I've got 2 that I got to work on before that one, but just like I said, trying to find time during the week is rough. And I swear to God, like, what do you call five good days surrounded by 2 crappy days? A weekend. That's the way it is here. It just rains all weekend. Brandon Biggins, I have new tuning methods that rely on less black box. I'm big on presets, filters, D first. Yeah, I bet you like that D first. Yeah. Method for PIDs. I gotta be the only person. I can't possibly be the only person that thinks that. Stupid juvenile retarded brain. Now I use black box to keep everyone honest, and tuning goes faster. What do you mean by keeping everybody honest? Just that, that they're actually doing the changes they said they're doing? Next Speedy V frame coming today. Michael D, $10 super chat. Thank you so much, my friend. Greatly appreciate it. Let's see. Over on the... So, just so you guys kind of see what I'm working with here. I have... Whoop, wrong camera. Over on my left here, this is kind of like where I have a portrait monitor. Portrait mode. This is where all of my my stats and stuff are. I've got my YouTube feed at the top here. Some chatty type stuff here at the bottom. Probably should be right here in live stream chat. Lumia Stream, this is what's controlling all the lights. Windows Media Player. Whoop. Crap, didn't want to do that. What? Why for... Oh, that's right. If you shake it, it does that. Oh, come on. Okay. New to computers, welcome. Hi, my name's Dan. I don't know what I'm doing. Gotta put that D first. And then over here in the center, this is where I'm monitoring the chat. I've got my OBS screen here. I've got my my LED presets for the couch LEDs. That's the one that's on the desk there. And then I've got the one on the wall. Let's do the unicorn vomit. There we go. YouTube chat, because this doesn't do as much weird stuff as actually watching it in the live stream. Plus, I can keep, my attention kind of centered. And then also I've got Discord over here. And then on the right, this is kind of the where I want to show you guys what's going on page. So that's what I got here. I don't remember why I was showing you guys that. And I know it was leading up to something, but yeah. I don't know where I was going with that one. All right, whatever. Moving on. Bitterroot FEV, welcome, buddy. How you doing? No, that's what I call walk-through life. It's the easiest. I sent DVR rip. Nice. Let's see. We're all juvenile. Just drink coffee and Monster Rock Stars all day. Hell yeah. Keeping honest meant to make sure that we're not imagining things. Placebo can be bad. Yeah, so we have something that what we call it at work is power of an idea. One person writes up a discrepancy on one of our aerospace vehicles, and the next person's like, oh, I feel that on this plane. I feel that on this one. And we're all like, you're all fucking stupid. Shut the fuck up. You did not. Power of an idea. It's powerful. Oh man. Also logs will help see the D-term noise. Yeah, for sure. Athex M5. What are we talking about? I must have lost something in the chat there. Oh, 60 or you're 40 in 6 days. Well, good luck, man. 40 is when things got weird. Oh, we're talking props. Crippy props. Let's see. Where are we at? So, as far as flying, I did not do a whole lot this week. All the flying I did was basically just to discharge some packs, so there's a lot of just throttle punches and whatnot. Can you share the video I sent? Did you send a video? I didn't get a video from you. Athex. Did not get it. But I did get a new product in this week. I had this one, the TX12, and I got the TX12 Mark II. This is the one with the internal Express LRS. They have made a few changes to it. Obviously, it's got internal Express LRS, comes with Edge TX built into it. The little slider dealies on the side are a little bit better, not much, a little bit. But overall, the aesthetics and the form factor of the radio are almost exactly the same, except for they changed the back of the radio where the grips are. You can see that's got a big old lump the entire length of the radio, and this one is more subdued, and it's only half the height of the radio. I'm going to say that this was probably a mistake on their end. I don't like the way this feels at all. And they also changed the innards a little bit. Here's the old one. You guys can hear that. Here's the new one. That's a battery pack bouncing around inside of it. Battery pack does not hold worth two shiz. It's a huge cavity for the battery pack. Which I guess it could lead to installing like very large 2-cell LiPos, whereas the old radio was a much tighter fit. Didn't wobble around in there. I think all the rattling you hear is just the buttons and whatnot. Kind of, yeah, it's just the two face buttons rattling around. But overall, it's not a bad radio. I do like it. It does have Hall effect gimbals, the same gimbals out of the Zorro. This one came with potentiometer gimbals, but I installed my old Zorro gimbals inside of this radio. As far as power output goes, 250 milliwatts. It's pretty much what everybody expected. Checking it with the Immersion RC RF power meter. I know it's not a lab grade. Blah 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 blah. Go f yourselves if you're getting all round up about that. The output I get at 250 is about 220 milliwatts. A lot of other Express LRS modules that I've tested at 250, they're usually like 270. I'm sure there's a lot of variance in there just from the manufacturing of the chipset, but it's close enough. You know, a couple milliwatts is not a make or break thing. It really doesn't make that much of a difference. Back to the chat here. Let's see. This radio, the original TX12, this was an excellent deal. When it came out, it was $69, $70. Now it's like $190 or something like that. It's extremely expensive for what it is. How much is this thing now? Oh, sorry, $109. Sorry, not $190. $109. This thing came out, it was like $60, $70. That's how much the price has gone up in, it's been about a year and a half, I think. Oh, look at that. Radio grips. I am working on a set of grips for this radio. I know I said I was going to do the 50% off weekend this week. This radio came earlier than I thought it would, and I want to get these up on the website before I do that 50% off deal, just so you guys can get a hold of those. But, you know, $99 versus $109. If you still fly a lot of FR Sky whoops and things like that, I think I would probably still say get the Mark II, and then you can put a module in the back of it. Oh, sent it to my Instagram. All right, Instagram. Let's see. Be forewarned, I don't understand Instagram. Requests. Oh, I look at your picture. You look very handsome. Nope, I don't want that one. You sent it to Instagram? Let's see it. Yeah, man. I don't see it. Athix, I'm unsure of where that went. But I would love to show it. Brandon Baker said, still love my Jumper T12 Pro. Yeah, it's not a bad radio. Scientific testing. I just put the AGO ones in my TX12 V2. Mine rattles too. Yeah, I think if I were to continue using this radio, I would have to jam like a big block of foam in there or something. Plus, to charge the batteries, you have to plug it in down here. This is pretty stupid in my opinion. Like, who the hell wants to open their battery bay to charge their radio every time? Even though it has a USB port up there, that's for data, and this seems like this is where it charges from, whereas on this radio, it charges and datas through the top. I could be wrong about that. I didn't really mess with it too much, but plugging it in the butt end, that's when it seems like it's charging. So kind of silly. Mike Bourbon says, I like that it takes a full-size module. Yeah, me too. I think that's kind of nice. Shoot me your address in Facebook Messenger, and I'll send it to you. Who are we talking about? I don't know. If you guys want to get a hold of me, or my attention anyways, type @TweetFPV. It'll light up an orange. I'll see it on there, or drop the old super chats. If you need to get a hold of me for any troubleshooting help, tweetfpv@gmail.com, or basically just go to tweetfpv.com and you can find all the ways to contact me at the bottom of the page there. Best way, if you need troubleshooting help, is over on Discord. YouTube comment section sucks. It's a pain in the butt. What could do? You're not alone. I'm on Instagram. I'm still trying to figure it out. I mean, I got the gist of how to do Instagram. It's just I mean, the YouTube thing takes up so much freaking time as it is, and you can't put links in there, so you can't like link a video in Instagram to some. I hate it. Mr. Huggy says I got the TX12 to replace my broken Tango, and the new TX12 comes out. I really like the size of it. I do too. I wish they would not have changed the back of the radio. 2 reasons. One, I like the way this one feels better with that. Because when you grab a hold of things, your hand doesn't do this in a consistent or a constant like shape. It fans out like that, and that's how this worked out. This works out really well because your index and your middle finger are longer than. They get that curve going, and then you can grab a hold of the bottom with your flat fingers like that. Works really well. This is weird because you're like gripping it on the side instead of being able to like put your fingers down on a flat. I really do not like this design. I think they really kind of screwed the pooch on that one. I don't like it. I wish I would have left the back the same. I haven't been in this one yet to see if there's an actual reason why they had to do this other than just to change things. And the reason number 2 is I had to buy another radio to model grips off of it, and I really don't want to. I started going through radios with my daughter, my 9-year-old daughter today, to figure out which one she wants to use because she wanted to try flying again. I forgot how many stupid radios I have. I have a ton of them. And the one she liked the most was the Beta FPV Light Radio 3. So I'm trying to find her an X-Lite. I think the X-Lite is going to be probably the right size for her little hands. Robert Turdsell. Robert, good morning. Do you think Remote ID is going to kill FPV? I think it's going to kill it for anybody who wants to operate legally, because they are going to make it. It's going to be quite a lift. It's going to be a burden to the average flyer. I heard early estimates of the RFID modules for like a recreationalist. Wow, that was way too difficult. They're talking anywhere from like $150 to $250 per module. Luckily, if you don't have a Part 107 and you're flying recreationally, I got it right that time, you can move that module from quad to quad to quad, or airplane to airplane. Remember, we're not just talking about drones here. We're talking about things like this E-Flite Night Radian powered glider. That counts. That needs remote ID. You can move it from aerospace vehicle to aerospace, from SUAS to SUS. If you're a 107 pilot, you're buying a module per quad, and they cannot move. They're registered to the quad. I don't know how they're going to track the serial numbers. If you kind of like, there's so much about the rules that just don't make sense. Like, yep, I'm flying 107. This is the quad. Oh no, there's no serial number on it because it's home built. Here's the quad. No, there's no serial number. It's home built. No, that's the one I was talking about. Right? Right. Just saying. I don't think it's going to kill the hobby, but I think it's going to kill it for anybody. The hobby is already way too damn difficult as it is to get in, maintain flight, to become proficient at it, and to, like the parts are expensive, and this is just going to be one more nail in the coffin for people to just go like, you know what? I'm selling everything on Facebook Marketplace. I'm done. I'm out of this. Poodlehawk, great question. Between the Zorro and the TX12, which one feels better to you in the hands? Are we talking the Mark II TX12 or the OG TX12? I'm assuming you're meaning the Mark II. Like I said, I have too many radios. Let's see. playing with the Radiomaster Zorro, gimbal, TX12, Zorro instantly right off the bat, and Zorro. Zorro is it has some ergonomics to it. Now this is kind of how your hands want to fit on something. It's chunky enough that it doesn't feel like you're shaking a cat's hand, paw, whatever. The switches are short and easy to get to. It just fits your hand better. For my hands, where my hands lay down on the gimbals, I can get to all the corners without having to like reposition my palms at all. The TX12 is the same way, except for I just don't like the back of it. I feel like I'm pinching the radio with my palms and not so much holding it with my fingers. Like this radio feels exactly the same holding it like this as it does like this. And then the switches here, these longer switches, these are always prone to breakage from bag rash. Remember, we coined that phrase, bag rash. Whereas these stubby little things, you got to do a lot of dumb shit to. Sorry, you guys won. To break those off. I know it's possible, but it's way less likely. There's a lot less of an arm to pull on, because when it comes down to it, the shank of these switches are exactly the same diameter, except for this just has a heck of a lot more surface area to press against. And when I go places, this radio goes blop right in my bag. No gimbal protectors, no switch protectors, nothing like that, and it has had zero damage. And that is a sign to me of a well-designed radio. You've got to pack smartly too, but you know, that is what it is. Radiomaster's blue switch covers and the Tweed FE color grips match very well, by the way. Oh, awesome. Good to know. Mama always said that I was born to be an outlaw. Yeah, I got a feeling that's basically what it's going to come down to. Most of us are flying FPV illegally anyways, at least in the United States, because if you fly by yourself, you don't have a spotter. You got to have a spotter. If you don't have a ham tech license and you're flying analog, you're probably breaking the law there too. Yeah. It's the 80% Ghost Quad. Nice. Your 500 mile per hour dynamic glider is going to have remote ID module. Good luck tracking that, yeah. Mark II, okay. Only in the US, remote idea. Is that correct? Yes, that is correct, but whatever becomes a very good idea in the US tends to get implemented in other parts of the world. Bag rash will use talc. Yep. Does the Zorro pinch well? Yes, the Zorro does pinch well. If you're a pincher. I used to be a pincher, and then I turned into a thumber when I bought the Nirvana. Yes, this does pinch very well, especially with the grips on it. It does give you a little bit extra purchase on it. The TX12, pinchy. I'd say it might pinch just a little bit better than the Zorro, a little bit. And then as far as form factor goes, they're not really that much of a different size of a radio. They are very similar once you get down to the actual width and height of things. They're very similar, especially since the handle can fold on, which is, I love this feature. That's very nice. I don't know. It's a toss-up between the two. This is definitely going to have way better battery life if that's important to you. These take very small batteries. It doesn't have a very long runtime, but it's more than enough than I've ever needed in a flying session. And the one time it did go low, literally plugged my USB power bank into it, and I had 50% in a few minutes. It does have Quick Charge 3.0, so it does charge very, very quickly. And you can also run it while it's plugged in. With this one, I think you could probably run it while it's plugged in, but it's going to be like this while you're running it, because you're going to have to stick your cord up in the butt there. In the bottom of the radio. So that's kind of a shit design. I don't like that. Verify Instagram. Oh, look, I got a notification. Request. Why does it not give me anything? Oh, there it is. This is weird. Okay. Let's so how does this work? Wait. Is it copyrighted? I don't know. Did you realize that if you sit on the toilet at 11:59, the clock strikes midnight? It's the same shit. Different day. Very nice. Love it. Very nice. Is that what you meant to send me? Let's see. The two lead RFID module manufacturers in Europe, from what I call it, yeah, same requirements will make the way around the world. Yeah, I think France has, or some French city, country, whatever, has basically the same regulations, and they already have remote ID. If the law is unjust, it's our responsibility to break it. That is not accurate. It's not our responsibility to break it. It's our responsibility to change it. Zoro Pinch is, well, a hybrid. Fits well. Waiting for my TX12 for comparison. Yeah. You might end up liking the TX12 better for pinching. Remote ID, no. What's going to happen to micros and tiny whips? Remote ID on those as well. No, it has to be anything above 250 grams at the time of takeoff. It has to be at the time, sub 250 at the time of takeoff. Or if you're a 107 holder, I think basically every flight is a 107 flight. So if somebody sends me a drone for review, it's going to have to be registered 107 with a dedicated 107 module, with a dedicated RFID module for that quad before I can fly it, unless I'm flying indoors. FAA can't regulate shit indoors. That's not on them. That's so I could probably fly it around my basement, maybe fly it my garage. Be kind of a crappy review video, but you know. Things are going to change. Things will get hashed out and ironed out in the next year, I'm sure. Things will. I bet things do change quite a bit. Probably some for the better, some for the worse. But we'll see what happens. But yeah, so if I fly this tiny whoop outside and I'm a 107 holder, which I am, this will be required to have remote ID. I got a feeling that there will be some clarification on possibly sub 250 and 107 do not require remote ID, or maybe just some sort of like a Lance reporting type thing would be a good compromise. I don't mind reporting on Lance that I'm flying, but to say I got to put remote ID, which will probably weigh twice what this does, and probably not work off of 1S power. I don't think. I know the FAA hasn't considered every scenario possible. All right. Okay, so... all right, here. We got this from Athex. Athex, is there copyrighted music in it? Can I play the music, or do I need to mute it? Or do you not know? We can change a lot through legislature. We just have to... with calls and emails. Inundate them with calls and emails. Yeah, we tried that during the NPRM period, which obviously didn't do shit, but... Sorry, look, guys, look, if you come here and you've expected a clean stream with no swearing, you came to the wrong place. I try. This is me trying. Trust me. This is me trying. All right. All right, so Athex did send me a different video here. Let's pop this guy up here. Athex, not sure. I don't think so. I am going to mute it just in case. Does that work? Let's see. No, that's not going to work. How do I do this? Why does it not give me the option to mute it? I think I got this figured out. Doesn't give me the option to make it bigger either, which is kind of dumb. That is a hell of a rip there, Aethix. It's a killer song too. I like this. Good choice. I'm sorry, you guys can't hear it, but I can. What are you flying here? Which craft is this? I'm assuming it's some toothpick type thing. Very cool. Very cool flight. I like that. That was good. All right, let's see. There we go. Sweet rip, man. That was pretty good. I'm assuming it's a toothpick of some sort. Let's see. Wow, sub 250 will become more popular. I need to make a sub 255 inch. Yep, you can do that. They seem to change a lot of unjust laws to pass a lot of bills without our vote. Yes, they do. None of the stuff comes to a vote. Seems the only thing left to do is non-compliance. You're probably non-compliant as it is, so just one more thing. Freeloader says, I want ELRS and GPS module to be accessible for remote ID. Yeah, I think that would be very doable, but it sounds like the FAA is not going to buy off on that since ExpressLRS is open source. They want it so that, I'll be honest, TBS, FrSky, these are the people that are going to be able to make this happen. Ghost, or Immersion RC. Well, is it Immersion RC or is it just Orca now? I'm not sure. But those are going to be the manufacturers that are probably going to be able to make this work. I got a feeling that this may be the one of those things that makes ExpressLRS less popular when this all happens, because I can see TBS, Ghost, and FrSky being able to implement remote ID because they have a closed ecosystem, closed hardware. TBS already uses Mavlink, so they're like, I think about 75% of the way there, if I understand how this stuff is supposed to work. So TBS might come back into vogue. I'm just saying. Just a thought. Mr. Huggy, the remote ID is supposed to stop you from taking off if you don't have GPS, like inside a building. No GPS, you can't fly. Right, that is the other issue. Is if you're indoors, the FAA has zero restriction over, or zero regulation over you. So the remote ID compliance is null when you're indoors because you are no longer under FAA control. So that is another thing that needs to be hashed out. As far as like not being able to take off, I can see TBS being like, all right, we have a GPS hooked up to our tracer receiver. If the GPS is not getting a valid lock, our receiver just goes into failsafe. Which on initial arm might be all right, but on in mid-flight, if you lose GPS lock, would it just failsafe on you? I'm unsure. There's still so much needs to be hashed out with all this stuff. Not enough FPV pilots to make enough noise to get it changed. No, absolutely not. And the people who want it changed are the vast majority because they are the large corporations wanting to do BVLOS, beyond visual line of sight. People swear in real life. Fuck yeah, they do. Schmoots? Schmoots? Is that an... Okay. Any benefit to using 60 megabits mod for the DJI system? Like, does the image quality get better or something? Yeah, that's presumably it. The 60 megabits mod is just going to give you 10 more megabits. That's like more megabits. That's more molecules. So ideally, it would give you better image quality and possibly lower latency, but I'm not sure. I do have 2 sets of DJI goggles. I have a set of V1s, which I'm going to do the hack on. Just haven't gotten time to do it. The only way remote ID will work is if we participate, just be non-compliant. The only way remote ID will work is if we participate and enforcement is there. You know? Which I don't see there being a whole lot of enforcement for a very long time. Basically, it's going to be one of those things, if you screw up, it's just going to be one more thing that they're going to hit you with when they take you to court or fine you or whatever. Do we have to add remote ID module? Do we have to add remote ID module our current over 250 gram drones? Yes, you will. Athix says that's a 1S 3-inch rig. Very, very cool. People will adapt one way or another. Yeah, you know, if there's money to be made, somebody's going to find a solution for us. And then hopefully more than one company wants to do it, and there's some competition, and we'll have choice. Plus, the rules could change between now and then. Robert says if you're not a 107 pilot, then you can use one remote ID module and move it back and forth. Exactly. That is the benefit of being a recreationalist. But if you have a 107, before it used to be, I am going to go fly with the intentions of putting this video on YouTube. I am flying as a 107 pilot right now. I'm just going to go and rip some packs in the backyard to just discharge some batteries. I am flying recreationally. You can no longer have the distinction, that distinct. You know what word I'm trying to say? I can't even think of it right now. You can no longer specify what type of flight you are flying if you have a Part 107 license. Every flight is a 107 flight, which may cause I bet you see a lot of people drop their 107, when it comes time to expire. Yeah. Scott says, don't say that, I just switched all my quads to ExpressOS. And well, it's not ExpressOS won't work. Who knows? Maybe there will be some change to the ASTM of, you know, basically the regulations of how they want to do this. Who knows? But like take Bardwell, for example. That dude is fucked. If the 107 ruling goes through the way it is written and he wants to stay in compliance, he is up shit's creek. Like, that is going to hurt a lot. Too many people are going to comply out of fear. I'll be honest with you. I am going to try to comply if it is at all feasible for me to comply, because why not? But if it's at the point where I can't feasibly comply, I'll just go till somebody slaps my hand and says, nope, no more for you. Yeah. Free Lojo! Turn everything green. I'm gonna do my watermelon crunch. There we go. That's watermelon crunch. That's what I called it. Or we can do fireworks. I like this one. Fireworks starburst. Boom. There we go. I love QLED. Bong, how you doing? Let's see. How many people are gonna play? Finally got 40 minutes. To suck. It's German name. Yeah. Mr. Huggy, Mr. You saved yourself. Yes. I hope so. I'll probably get a copyright strike. Well, not a copyright strike, but a notice in a couple hours here. Morton Upshot says, tweet FV, I'm so glad you said more molecules. It was in my head when you started saying the sentence. Right? This is what torments me all day at work, is these things are going through my head, and I'm just like, nobody understands. Nobody understands. They think I'm just this crazy person saying weird shit. Has anybody had police interaction while flying? I have not, but I know there have been plenty of people that have. Mike Berman says there'll be a movable module until next year, then they'll change everything up again. Yeah, wait till they figure out sub 250. I mean, there's an arbitrary weight of sub 250. Why sub 250? I have no idea. But yeah. the video I showed in the very beginning, like the intro screen, that was all done very close to national parks. I was on air maps, being very precise about my location, my fly spot, making sure I didn't cross into national park space. Very, very hard to fly there without hitting a national park because they're everywhere. You'll have like 4 square miles of not national park, and luckily that spot that I flew in, where I did the dive, that was the very top of it. On the back side of that rock was national park. The front side where I was flying was not. So I was like right on the line, keeping it legal the best I can. I like Watermelon Crunch. I like Watermelon Crunch. Let's go back to Watermelon Crunch. There you go. Watermelon Crunch. Never had interaction with Ellie while flying FPV or fixed wing. I know there are some people in the chat that probably are law enforcement, and I know you probably don't want to out yourself as that, but if you would like to, what is your take on remote ID enforcement and drone enforcement in general? I am curious. I don't know anybody who's LE, at least nobody that I talk to that's LE, and I'm curious what are your thoughts? What do you hear? We can make all sorts of assumptions, but unless you're on the ground or in that field, we really don't know. Athex says JB seems stressed at the event yesterday, in my opinion. Yeah, he should be, because his livelihood is based on these flying toys. And JB seems very smart. I'm hoping he was socking money away for a rainy day, but when you lose your income and you're self-employed, that is a bitter pill to swallow. Yes, he has plenty of skills that he can rely on or fall back on if it all folds up on him. Hell, he can just switch over to a 3D printing channel, right? Until we outlaw 3D printing. Yeah. You were hulking out. What? I've had the Popo called a few times while flying in the large city pox. Cop showed up, said we got you, bro. Informed the caller. I said every legal right to fly there is a park zone for RC use. Okay, well that helps a lot when you're on the right side. When it's the gray area that I'm worried about. Everyone using 250 as a life raft. Maybe they just moved there. Yeah. Sub 250 is going to get way more popular. I mean, we already knew this was coming. Other countries have implemented a sub 250 rule. The U.S. has had a sub 250 rule for registration for probably 5 years now. It's going to be interesting what happens. It's going to be very interesting. Can't JB drop his 107? He can, but he can't use any drone video to on his YouTube channel. So basically, he would have to do drone reviews and never show him flying them, and never get caught flying them. You know, like Rotor Riot, they're screwed. Every video is actual drone flying, and they won't be able to do it. But they're owned by Big Brother Red Cat, so they should be all right. Don't you need a 107 to put videos on social media? Only if it's monetized. The fact that Facebook may run an ad or YouTube may run an ad on your video and monetize and further their business off of your video is arbitrary. They've ruled that doesn't matter. If you are on a monetized channel or you're using it to promote, so let's say like I have my FPV grip business. Sorry guys. Let's say I put a flight video of me doing a stick cam, and I put that on YouTube and I don't monetize it, but I'm advertising my grips in the description or in the video or anything like that. It's in the furtherance of a business. Therefore, it has to be a 107. Any law enforcement who's in here is probably half decent for a cop. For a pig. Kidding pigs. Yeah. Let's not do that. Everybody, people are just trying to make a living. Poodlehawk. So if we're flying for fun and someone asks you to help find their lost child, can we get in trouble? No. No, because then there is actually I think there's a provision for search and rescue or something like that. As long as no one's paying you, you should be able to fly your drone for it. Fly your drone to help out. There is 50 Shades. Yeah, no kidding. There is so much gray area in this. Yeah, that's right, Athix. There was some sort of like mathematical calculation by something for some reason. It does sound very arbitrary, and I think it's kind of half-baked, but whatever. JB could get his yard classified as a FRIA, possibly, but I think if he was classified as a FRIA, he would have to have a CBO, which would be the FPV Freedom Coalition, or the AMA, which both are not CBOs in the eyes of the FAA. Classify as a FRIA, and I believe probably there's some verbiage. If it's a FRIA, it's a publicly accessible site. When I lived up in Michigan, you could have the DNR come in and put a lake or a pond on your property, but that no longer is private property and it has to be accessible by the general public. I have a feeling that's what would go down, but I don't know that for sure. Just do it on a sim for the ad. There you go. Oh yeah, that definitely would do it. In that specific case, that would work. Splinter Fee, what's worse, drones flying around a park or somebody shooting arrows randomly up in the air at the same park? Because pretty sure I know which one's worse. Shooting the frickin' arrows in the sky. Jeez, people are stupid. Hey Lawrence, welcome to the live stream, man. Hopefully you're having a good day at the track. I think 3x2 has been hit by 250 grams. It's about the same as being hit as ball, yeah. That was the last 2.5 years. Maybe divide between good cops and bad cops. Yeah, I mean, there are definitely good ones and bad ones. There's a good Denny's and a bad Denny's, and if you have two in your town, you know which one's the bad one. Yeah, Mike Bergman. I am very very much the mindset of I read text as it's written. I don't insinuate tone or context to it unless there is context behind it. Like, my wife will read something, she'll be like, and this person said this, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, why are you doing that? That's not what it says on the paper. They didn't put in parentheses, in a bitchy tone, say this. It's what I call a tell. From FPV pilot to Twitch streamer, yeah. Dude show at the park with his kids, and they started shooting arrows up in the air randomly in my direction. What the actual fuck? Oh my god. Wow. Texas ruined America. Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, texting. Those have ruined America. The lack of a family unit have ruined America. Let's see. Warren Upstairs said, while learning, I flew my Recon 3 into my ass and barely felt it. My 5-inch source would have knocked me over. Yeah. Let's see. Luckily, I live in Switzerland and don't have this 250 BS. This sucks to hear that you guys can't show any drone footage on YouTube. I mean, who comes up with that shit? So, I could put a video on YouTube without a 107 as long as I don't monetize it. But if I'm not monetizing it, I can't also advertise my my website in that same post because it will then be in furtherance of a business. So there's a lot of gray areas you got to work through. It sucks. No FRIAs are being added no FRIAs have been added because there are no CBOs to add them right now. They had a thing. It was like a 1-year period where they were going to allow applications for FRIAs, and then they were going to lock it off after that. That got turned down when they retooled after the NPRM and the actual ruling came out. They retooled that. There is no drop dead date for creating a FRIA. Yeah, exactly, Schmoots. Like Am I saying that right? I can't possibly be saying that right. Like we can expect Rotor Riot JB, especially, yeah, no way. Thomas Kelly, my wife does that too. Huh, what's the common factor here? Robert, you got it. Oh, God, I hope my wife's not watching. Predate all video too, yeah. On a positive note, the V2 NanoCam was nice. Awesome. I'm glad you liked it, Lawrence. I feel like it's going to be a good camera. She'll chime in. I'm sure she will. I blocked her last time she chimed in. Or no, I put her in timeout. Flew 75 1 inch into my head, and it bounced off. Yeah, that'll happen. Hey, guys. Wow. Today is just blown by. Who wants to do a giveaway? Everybody likes a giveaway. Want to do a giveaway? We're going to do a giveaway. My monthly giveaway for Patreon. Go to patreon.com, sign up for the $5. That's not $5 and up tier, and you'll get the link to enter right now. If you sign up on a lower tier or are not a Patreon member, the entry link goes live the day I live stream for the giveaway, and I believe that one will be on the 4th. I believe. Let me double check. Talking out of my butt. Stalling. Let's see. When is that going to be? Nope. Wrong one. Tweet FV August giveaway. It will be on September 4th. 4th. I put the TH twice. There we go. It'll be on September 4th is when I'll do the giveaway for the Darwin FPV Baby Ape Pro. So if you want to get on that, that is where you go. Let's do a giveaway today. Let's do a frame. I have 2 frames here. I have the Axis Flying Manta frame. I have a desk camera for a reason. I have the Axis Flying Manta frame. And then I have the Diatone Aventador Pro frame. That is a box racing frame. Give away one of those. Unless you guys don't want a frame. So that's what we're going to do for a giveaway today. That's going to be a Super Chat giveaway. $5 Super Chat. Get you on the wheel. And we'll get one of those out to one lucky winner. If you don't do the Super Chat thing or it doesn't work in your country, obviously you got to pay for shipping. And if you do multiple entries, I'm going to shuffle this thing so you're not going to get a block. You know what? No, I'm not going to shuffle it this time. I'm going to leave everybody's name as it lies. If you do 3 entries, you're going to have 3 in a row. We're going to do it that way today. I don't usually do it that way, but let's try something different. If you don't do Super Chat and you don't want YouTube to take the 30%, which I don't mind, YouTube gives me this platform where I can interact with you guys. Like I said, like I always say, this is the highlight of my week. You can go to tweetfb.com and click that the PayPal link at the bottom and just do a direct PayPal. If you do that, make sure you put in the chat PayPal, and I'll go over there and check it out. Scott on the wheel. Got you on there for 1. And then you just pick which frame you want, and I'll get it out to you. Scott's on the wheel. Thank you so much. Good luck. Right now, Scott is the winner. We're going to spin this wheel at 11:45. Give it, it's about 30 minutes from now. It's 11:17 where I'm at. Let's see. Oh, I can remove your mod status. All right, if you want me to. I was just going to leave it. Morton Upshot on the wheel. Toss me in the wheel. Can always use a frame. Everybody can always use a frame. Always use a frame. That box style frame is a race frame. It is a sweet race frame. I really like that frame. Let's see. Back to the chat here. Morton Upshot still only $2 level. Love my Darwin Tiny Ape. First thing I did when I started the stream. Awesome, man. Oh, that's right. You did. In the very beginning, Mike D. I'll get you on there. I usually do that. I usually, if I do a Super Chat giveaway, I'll usually go back in. That was for 10, right? I believe Michael D. Was it Mike D in the beginning? I can't go back that far in the chat. Let me know. I'm pretty sure it was. I don't know. I don't remember. Free Lojo. I got 3. One, 2, Trey. Got you for 3 there. Free Lojo. I should have a shopping tab. Let's see. Nope, I didn't add a product. Let's drag products to there. So we got coffee cup, shirts, hoodie, which is going to be necessary here in a little bit. Socks. Got socks in there, Brandon. You said if I make socks, you'll buy a set of socks. Save. Pick the... Here, I'm going to show you guys what I'm looking at, so I'm not just like this weird dude rambling. Mike Bergman, it was $10, I think. Was it Mike or was it Michael? Michael, not Mike. Okay, Mike Bergman. I'm going to put you on there for 2. It just seems fair. Mike Bergman, you're on there for 2. So, over here on the YouTube window here, I've got this new shopping option. Oh, today would be a good time to insert ads. Thank you so much, YouTube. Go for yourself. Let's see, we'll put... See how much I do that. If I put socks. For your foots. What's that do? This is new stuff that just popped up for me. Hey, look at that. You can buy some Tweet FPV socks over at Teespring. I love Teespring. It's just easy to live with because they don't make me hold the stock. Michael D. All right. Michael D. All right, Michael D, you're on there for 2. Damn it, Mom's calling. Yeah, I'll talk to her later. Mike Bergman. No, it's not me. It's from Michael D. Oh, he's scared right today. Yeah, I'm a little bit today. I don't know what's going on. You don't have to add me. It's Michael who paid. Nice, Mike. Yeah, that's too often. Yeah, no kidding. So I guess I could pin products. How about if I do that? Does it pin both of them? Or does it just pin one? Hey, look at that. Wow, $49.99? $45.99? Yikes. All right. Enough of that clowning around crap. The Teespring stuff I bought, the print washed off after only a month. What the shit? Really? I'd hit up Teespring and be like, what the F is this stuff? That's not right. It's that I've had things from Teespring and the printing lasts for a very long time. I'm running out of these shirts. These are Golf Air Center Jack Edwards shirts. We used to get these free when we flew in there and got gas. And since COVID happened, they no longer give free shirts out unless meet certain requirements. But I'm running out of these things. Spin again. Thank you so much, Spander. I've got a spin again there on the circle. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Someone's going to like that. Some days. Yeah, I haven't had enough coffee today, to be quite honest with you. Not enough coffee, not enough sleep. And I've got a ever-increasing list of stuff I got to do when this is over with. That it's just gnawing at the back of my head. Like, hey, you got stumps to go grind. There's like 20 of them. Got to go get rid of them. You got trees to cut down. It's no longer 90 degrees out. It's like 85. It's time to go out and work in the yard. Friday, Saturday, cutting trees, grinding stumps. And the stump grinder we rented is a piece of shit. Mike D, no need to add me. Just super chats, thank you. Go ahead and put one spin again. All right, Mike D, we can do that. We can do that. But I'm going to leave your name on there just to just so that you'll know if it was your spot that we landed on. Athix just got home from an 8-hour drive and jumped forward an hour or two. Yeah, time zones are weird. Yeah, and it's not even cooled off that much. Like, it's going to get a lot colder out in the next month or two, but like, it's the first time I've been able to stand going outside and not feeling like I was going to melt. Did like a hour and 45-minute motorcycle ride back from Pensacola yesterday. It was hot, but it wasn't unbearable hot. Pretty well ventilated gear. It was semi-tolerable. I prefer Michael, not Mike. All right, I'm sorry. My bad. Manta seemed like a decent frame. Yeah, the Manta frame is pretty interesting. They've got this big aluminum chunk in the middle there to lock all the arms in. I believe this is a 3-inch. I believe it's a 3-inch. See, they've got a 5-inch Manta, and then they've got a smaller one. Let's see, Axis Flying. Take a look at it. Drones, Manta. 3.5-inch frame. That's this guy here. 3.5-inch frame. I've got all the extra little pieces for it. I'll throw it in the bag with it, but yeah, it's a 3.5. Pretty cool frame. Pretty interesting. It's a little on the heavy side. A little on the heavy side. And as far as the diatone, the Ventador X, this is the diatone frame here. This is the Pro kit here. It's 78 grams with TPU parts. The Manta is probably more than that. 85 without the TPU. The Ventador is a 5-inch frame and 76 with TPU. So, yeah, it's interesting world between race and acro frames. Mike Bergman, I prefer Steve. You know what? It'll be who I call you. Manta was 5-inch. They have two different Mantas. They have a 5-inch and they have a 3.5-inch. You know, I was in Utah, Nevada last week. Yeah, last week. No. Yeah. Well, a while back. And it was hot. It was like 96 degrees. It was like stick your face in the oven hot, but it's a tiny little bit of a breeze. It was fine outside. I was perfectly fine walking around doing stuff outside. Wasn't really sweating much. Here, it's like, it's the same temperature, but the humidity is through the roof. You go outside and you're just sweating. It sucks. Can you show the Manta up close again? Yeah, sure. Here we go. Dustcam. So here is the Manta. Up close. So we have this big aluminum chunk here that locks the arms in. All the arms and all the carbon is nicely chamfered. Has the labia, typical GoPro mount, rubber strap, couple lipos. Lipo straps, rubber mat. The FC mounting is 20 by 20 in the center there, and then there's also another 20 by 20 mount in the back. Back here, we've got a mount for the ear-styled VTX or the SMA antenna, or we got another hole for like a like a long-range style antenna, and then for your Crossfire, Tracer, ExpressOS T antennas right there. This is a very nice touch to the Manta frame, is on the camera cage. This is all CNC aluminum. We do have a degree marking for your camera angle. Very, very cool. A lot of detail goes into this. Unfortunately, this does make it a bit on the heavy side, but it should be pretty darn durable, I would think. This style pillar has like the contours to it. These are a lot stronger. Again, strength typically equals weight. I believe your arm bolts are also shared with your stack bolts, which is usually a no-no. I don't remember if they are or not. I believe they are. So that is one little downside to this frame. If you did want to change an arm, you do have to undo your stack, unfortunately. But cool idea. I'm not a big fan of when the stack screws are shared with the arm mounts, but sometimes you can't get away with it, especially in a very small frame like this one. By the way, I'm not looking at the chat. If you guys are asking things, I'm not paying attention. I'll get back over to it in a second. Damn it, get in there. By the way, these are the MIP drivers. Link in the video description. Best hex drivers you could buy. They don't look like it, but they are. And they're kind of expensive. But everybody who's bought a set understands why now. Holy long screw. Yeah, no kidding. Oh, let's see. Where are we at? Let's see. Manta 6 will be released soon from what I hear. Yeah, that makes sense. Probably just going to use the same body, different arms. Okay, so race frame. Yeah, the Diatone is a race frame. Yeah, heavy AF, yeah. You always think you set your angle way too high. Yeah, I used to set like my race quads, they're locked at like 45 degrees. Acro, a lot lower, like 15. I find that twitchy, ultra fast, flippity floppity style FPV, it's impressive to us that are in the know, but for the normies, they look at that on YouTube and they go, I don't like this. So a lower camera angle, a little bit lower forward speed, and smoother flight is more appealing to the masses. But it all depends on what you're going for. Poodlehawk, $4.99. Yeah, that's close enough. We'll get you on there. Poodlehawk. I always do lower camera and then move up if I feel like going faster. I'm not ever over 25 degrees up. I got turbine at 250. Need to replace the arm and a motor. The PTSD is strong with that build. Yeah, that 250 frame is a bear to build. I don't like working on it. Arm was slotted. Was it slotted? Maybe I just need to take tension off of it. IR. Oh yeah, look at that. It is slotted. Jeez. Shows how much I was paying attention. Yeah, arm slotted. You don't have to take the stack screw out. You just have to loosen it up, though. It does pinch down pretty tight. So you do have to turn the stack screw a little. You don't have to take it all the way out. So, yeah. It's like when I reviewed this frame, I'm like, I don't remember having to take the stack screw out, but it just pinches it that hard. But in reality, if you crash this thing, the arm's probably going to break right here anyways. And you're going to have to take this whole bottom plate off to get the damn thing out. Probably. It's either going to break there or it's going to break right at the lobe end where the motor mounts. Shearing. What is this thing? This is the Wu-Tank Micro Freestyle FPV frame. Yikes. So it's like a dead cat? Oh, I guess I got different options. 34-dollar frame, that's pretty affordable. Interesting. CNC Madness is cutting it, so good luck getting good clean cuts and keeping chunks of carbon fiber out of your fingers. Not been a fan of CNC Madness. Wait, did I say CNC Drones or CNC Madness? CNC Madness, yeah. Let's see. MIP is the gold standard for drivers of 10 different sets of high-end drivers. None beat the MIP. Yeah, it's just those stupid handles. Like, I didn't want them for the longest time. I see the stupid handles. I'm like, that looks like some crap that, you know, I'd find in an old toolbox from Sears. But, yeah. They are awesome. Found out the hard way, yeah. Mayor Beans? You got to go up there and steal a yard sign. Hand chamfer, everything, yeah. Brandon Beans for mayor. Brandon Baked Beans. Brandon Beans. I like it. LOL, why is it called Dead Cat? Should be Dead Animal. Well, the reason why it's called Dead Cat is... Let's see if I can find it. Dead Cat drone. This is why, because somebody did this with their poor old cat, so that's why the name Dead Cat kind of took off. Story is the guy had his cat died. He had it over to a taxidermist and made it into a skin for his drone. Looks like it's a little Phantom or something like that. Yep, that's the genesis of the Dead Cat name. Cats go flat. Yeah, it is pretty awful. Yeah, I've bought a few things from CNC Madness. I've been pretty disappointed. Buy them fixing files for free. Interesting. The ProTech drivers are next best driver. Handles, why I got them. Wish MIP would redesign the handle. Yeah, so ProTech drivers. Let's see what these look like. I'm always looking for a better driver. ProTech. A-Main Hobbies, ProTech, RC. These look a lot like the drivers that come in the Ethics toolkit. The handles are a little bit different, but the blades look very similar. which I've had pretty good luck with, but I've had a few people tell me that the first time they used them, they just sheared the end off of them, which to me makes it seem like it's probably a material failure, not just an overall quality deficiency. It may have just been that one particular one wasn't heat treated properly. Yeah, I have those aluminum ones that Bardwell was hawking on his website. Those things are hot garbage. They're actually in the top of my printer. Let me grab one real quick. Hey, what are you doing back here? These guys here, these things are an enormous level of trash that I don't recommend anybody get buffaloed into buying. The driver end is as soft as can be. It'll round out the first time you try actually tightening anything down. The handles suck. They're always loose. They're not a good driver at all. Oh, little kid. Yeah, I'm not gonna approve that. Family channel, guys. See, kid, right here. Yeah, the whole cat thing. I had a teacher once that his thing was to every family dog that he had it stuffed and had them sitting at sitting up at attention, and he had them just lined in his living room, all his past family dogs. He told us it was an honor to the dog. We all thought it was pretty disgusting. And then he had his cats turned into slippers. Dude was weird. Apparently he played football for U of M at one point. Dude looked like it. It was huge. Yeah, if they snap, they probably didn't temper it. Yeah, them rounding out and all that stuff, that's just bad material quality. Them snapping is just, well, it's bad material quality, but it's more of a, yeah, there's a tiny person. It's more of a, probably just a defect, not a quality thing. If that kind of, see what I'm saying there. Yeah, she's bored. Her mom probably told her to put away the dishes, and she's just hiding down here. Oh, you did? Okay, never mind. She said she put them away. That's true sociopath. Yeah, he said something about cutting the eyes out of pictures too. I don't know what that was all about. All right, guys, 4 more minutes, and we're gonna spin the wheel for the 2 frames. I've got let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 different people on the wheel. If you want to get on that, $5 super chat, get you on the wheel. You have you'll have a 1 in 5. Well, not a 1 in 5 chance, but let's see. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 entries in there from 4 different people. So, good luck. Engineering driver is pretty good. I was using Wera. I like Wera. Their little jeweler style are pretty nice. The tips are heat treated on them, which is nice too. But the small ones, I wish they made the smaller drivers like the 2 mil with the big handle instead of the little handle. That's Wera. I like these handles. These are very easy to grip a hold. These are good for the jeweler style, but I wish that they had the smaller blades in this style handle. In this style handle, all the smaller hex heads, they're all ball end, which I don't like that at all. So it's hard to find a good driver. Well, it's not hard to find a good driver. You just buy myth. We got them. Let's see. Those are the integrity drivers. They suck. Value tips on them. What?
Usually there's like 50 on there.
Okay, 50. She's already picked the time, 50. We're gonna go with 50. Let's see. iFixit kit drivers in there kind of suck. I only use them for emergencies. Yeah, I see iFixit kits advertised a lot. I know they say they have a lifetime warranty, but the drivers just, they don't look good to me. Hey, Scott, congratulations. Scott's a grandpa. Cutting the eyes out of pictures. My stepson enjoys that too. I'm glad somebody understands me. Would you go away? Check my entry. Phone went dead. Let's see. Looking. No, I didn't, Lawrence. Did not. I'll throw you on there for one, though. I know you're good for it. There's a company that makes stuffed animal copies of dead pets that you have pics of. That is weird. That is a really weird thing. That is so weird. They do needle felting 3D portraits. Interesting. Japanese artist. All right. Super chat, not PayPal. Super chat. Oh no, I got it. I don't know why I didn't see it. Or I didn't get the notification. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I got it. YouTube must have just did the jumpy thing before I saw it. Cool. You're on there, Lawrence. You're on there. Yeah, she's I don't know why she's down here. She's bored. What's up? You gonna play games? No? I'm just gonna throw a balloon around. Her birthday was last week, so she's still got a few balloons floating around. Silly. Going. There's some drivers we get at work. I think they're Snap-on, but the hex runs the entire shank of the driver. So when it gets all rounded out at the end, we usually just cut them off with a bandsaw and kind of chamfer them with some sandpaper. Makes them fresh, but it does end up work hardening the end. Have you tried Crossworlds yet? Mobile? No, I haven't. What is that? No, we've been playing Genshin Impact a lot. Having a lot of fun with that. It's fairly, I guess, kid safe. There's sword fighting, but there's no like blood and stuff out of that, or blood and things like that coming out of characters. So it's a good balance. The only thing that I don't like is when now that she's leveled up enough where she can do co-op play, and random people can jump in there and play, and there's no way to moderate or monitor that, which I basically told her, like, you can't play co-op unless I'm also playing co-op with you at the same time, just so I can keep an eye on it.
What are you talking about?
Talking about you. All right, Lawrence, we'll look that up. Go away. Oh my goodness. That is wild.
Wait, what?
What?
Is that real?
That is crazy.
Is there stuffies? What is it?
Holy.
Real animals?
That's amazing.
Are those real animals?
No, they're fake.
That is wild. I like to see what the original picture looked like. Like, how close is it? All right, that's kind of creepy. That's like Schrodinger's box right there. Wow. It's like they're creepy and cute all at the same time. Wow. All right, that's you, Brandon. You have exceeded my expectations on that one. That is, that is amazing. Weird. Yeah, Ram. I think the flying dead squirrel would be more appropriate than the cat, because then it's like at least it kind of looks like it, except for I'm sure your yaw would be affected because of the surface area. My cats would be freaked out by him. Yeah. All right, guys. So we're gonna spin the wheel for the frame here. Just a minute. If you guys want to get in there, $5 super chat. Get on the wheel. Let me get this guy going here. Do it. We'll do it at. Let's give it like 5 more minutes. 11:55. Dog treat time. Oh yeah, I got dog treats. Just gonna do dog treats. Just a few. You actually have to get them out of the can there. There you go. All right, cool. This little Chewini, so picky. She's probably just gonna look at him and go, nah, I don't want him. It's the other 2 idiots that really want them. Why don't we stuff our parents? Just keep them at the dinner table. Because it's weird? I don't know. Plus, like, it's not like you would be stuffing them at the point in which they're the most frail because they've already passed on. It's not like they're going to be back in their prime in their youth when you do it. You know? Like, I don't know. It's weird. My parents would be nicer to be around, yeah. It's refreshing to see a dad interact with his daughter in a sweet way. I've been losing my hope. People, yeah, you know, it's the few of us will keep it all going. Unfortunately. What?
You didn't do the Y.
I didn't type that. With a Y. Oh, it's because they can send links and like kick people out and stuff. She's wondering why your name is in blue, and that's a wrench, not a Y. I know, it's weird. I'm canonized. Oh, that's funny. The old Neptune Society, they just show up in a van and dump you off the side of a boat. Yeah, I haven't had to deal with that with either one of my parents yet, and neither has my wife. So it's going to be a interesting thing to go through. Not interesting at all, but yeah. Let memories be memories. Yeah, Kevin Smith. That's exactly it. Like, I kind of feel the same way. Like we went, did a lot of sightseeing, like hiking, stuff like that, and you see a lot of people there at the Grand Canyon. They're walking around from one end to the other with their iPad out, taking video of the whole thing. They haven't actually looked at the Grand Canyon with their eyes. They've looked at it through the screen on their mobile device. I took like 2 pictures, mostly just of her and one of me and the wife and her in front of the Grand Canyon, and that's it. I didn't take a lot of pictures of the Grand Canyon because it's in here. And trust me, the pictures don't do any of it any justice at all whatsoever. So I think we need to rely a little less on Instagram memories. Although it is kind of nice. I do upload stuff to Facebook just for the family, and every once in a while you get like, oh hey, look what happened a year ago, and it's kind of nice to see those pop up. Weirdo. All right, guys. 2 more minutes. We'll spin the wheel on this thing. Get out of here. Planning on... I've been working on my top 5 3D prints for FPV, and they don't include, like, GoPro mounts and landing pads and stuff like that. They are actual, like, useful, functional 3D prints for the hobby. I've got 4 done. The number 5 is still up in the air, and I'm probably gonna do 6. One as a bonus, because that's how you have to do it. How was holiday? I don't know. Haven't had it. It was good. The video is I uploaded it on Friday. I was a little behind on getting it out. What? You want me to hold the dog while I spin the wheel? Okay, I'll do that.
Dog wheel.
Oh, it'll be the dog wheel. All right. Let's customize this. You said you want 50, right?
Yes, 50.
50. All right, we're gonna do 50.
Last time it was 40.
Yep, last time it was 40. All right, 50 on the wheel. Not gonna shuffle it. And here we go, guys. What? I don't know. I said I wouldn't. It's just a little different. You want to push the button? You want to spin it? All right, I got her. You just click in the wheel. All right, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Good luck, everybody. This is Lucy. She's the sweetest little dog. It's a little Chiweenie we rescued. Just get a body cam at that point. Yeah, no kidding.
What?
And who's it gonna be? It's gonna be Scott, or is it gonna be Morton Upshot? I think it's gonna be. Ooh boy. Let's see. It's slowing down pretty quick. Who is it? Oh! Do it.
No.
Say it. Say it.
Ow!
All right.
No, I'm not.
All right. Congratulations, Morton Upshot. You won the frame. Hit me up over on Discord, and I'll get that out to you pronto. Or whichever frame it is you want. Let me know which one you want. Congratulations, man. You won the frame. Which frame? You let me know. And it's yours. All right, guys. It's coming to the end of the live stream here. We'll start wrapping things up. I think the kid wants to go play games or something. Michael D says, I've seen multiple articles throughout the years of families having the deceased relatives or teenagers posted at a funeral. Posed at a funeral? That's weird. That's weird. Man, I think people aren't able to cope with difficult situations as well as they used to be. We were a generation of people that buried their emotions and just kept on working and drank them away for better or for worse. Now, I don't know. It's weird. I don't know what to think about it. One rapper was posed on stage. All right, it's making more sense now. You flying the drone? Nice. I get a lot of people on some review videos who are like, well, I feel this and I feel that. I'm like, well, feelings don't matter. It's facts and numbers. Sorry, buddy.
And brains.
And brains, yes. Apparently brains.
Can't be alive without a brain.
Yeah, I can't. Facts. Can't be alive without a brain. I don't know if you guys can hear her talking. But congratulations, Morton. I'll get that out to you. Just hit me over on Discord or over at tweetfv.com. If you guys want to support me, head over to tweetfv.com. You can find the links to all the different grips next weekend, I promise. I hope. I'll be doing the 50% off rando I pick it, you get it grip event. I just need to figure out a slogan for it. Athix, you need some help on this one, buddy. Yeah. I have coworkers who are alive without a brain. Yeah. Yeah, I do too. And they fix helicopters for a living. Scary. Scary. They get the job 90% done. Live without a brain. It's not even so much living without a brain, it's living without independent thought. Everybody's living in the zeitgeist and not so much with what they have gleaned to be correct or right. Anyways, that's a whole other topic that I don't want to get into because I'll probably get banned and kicked off YouTube, which, honestly, I really wouldn't give a shit at this point. Earmuffs. TX12 order coming your way. No color will be bad. Awesome. Morton, I'll just pick something for you. It'd be awesome. Thomas Kelly, thank you so much. I pick it, you stick it. Deal. That's it. I pick it, you stick it. I pick it, you stick it. I need to write that down because I have a memory span of about 45 seconds.
I don't.
I know you don't.
I probably have it for one day.
You stick it. Awesome, man. That is the logo. Or the gimmick, or whatever you want to call it, the slogan. We're going to go with that one. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for hanging out today. Appreciate it. Go out, go fly. Stay tuned. I think Joshua Bardwell is probably streaming today. I'm sure there'll be more and more remote ID talk on his channel. So, always interesting. Stay up on the news. And keep informed of what's going on in the hobby. All right, folks. We'll see you next weekend. And... get up on there. Get it on the entry for the Baby Ape Pro. And we'll see you next weekend. All right, guys. Stay positive. Bye.